Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Oh Mao Easy English, the place where learning English is both easy and fun. I'm Emma.
Hi, Emma, and hi to all our amazing listeners. It feels so good to be here again. How are you doing today?
I'm doing really well, thank you, Daniel. Actually, I've been reflecting a lot on my daily routines and habits this past week.
Oh, that sounds interesting already. Reflection often means there's something new to share. What exactly have you been thinking about?
Well, it started with a small question I asked myself. Am I truly making progress toward the person I want to become? That question got me into reading about personal growth and self-improvement again.
Wow, I like that. Asking yourself deep questions is often the first step to change. And it seems like a perfect theme for today's episode.
Exactly. So today, dear listeners, we're going to dive into a topic that concerns every single one of us: personal growth and self-improvement.
That's right. It doesn't matter where you live, how old you are, or what your current situation is, there's always room to grow.
Let's do it.
So maybe we should begin with a fundamental question. Why do people even feel the need to grow?
Great question. I think many times it starts with a feeling of being stuck. Have you ever felt like you're just going through the motions, same routines, same results, no progress?
Oh, yes. I've definitely been there. It's like pressing repeat on your life every day. It's comfortable, but also frustrating because you know deep down that you're capable of more.
Exactly. That discomfort, that sense of wanting more, is actually a gift. It pushes us to explore, to learn, and to improve.
It's tied closely to something psychologists call the growth mindset.
Yes, the belief that our abilities, intelligence, and talents can be developed through dedication and practice.
In contrast to a fixed mindset, where people believe, I am the way I am, and I can't change.
And that's so limiting. Imagine if Thomas Edison had believed that after failing hundreds of times with the light bulb.
Exactly. Instead, he said, I haven't failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. That's a growth mindset in action.
So once we understand why we want to grow, the next step is how. And habits are a great place to start.
Absolutely. Habits are like the invisible architecture of our lives. They shape almost everything we do, even when we don't realize it.
There's a famous book called Atomic Habits by James Clear. He explains how small changes, tiny 1% improvements, can compound into huge transformations over time.
Yes, I love that principle. For example, if you read just 2 pages of a book every day, it might feel tiny. But after a year, that's hundreds of pages. That's several books finished.
Right. It's like planting a seed. At first, you don't see much happening. But if you keep watering it, it grows into a tree.
And here's another powerful technique from that book: habit stacking.
Ah, yes, I love that one. It's about connecting a new habit to something you already do. For instance, if you always brush your teeth in the morning, you can stack a new habit onto it, like practicing gratitude for 1 minute right after brushing.
Exactly. That way, you don't need to rely on motivation. The existing habit acts as a trigger for the new one.
But here's the tricky part. What about the days when you just don't feel like it?
The classic battle between motivation and discipline.
Yes, motivation is wonderful when it's there, but it's unreliable. It comes and goes like the wind.
That's why discipline matters so much. Discipline is doing the right thing, even when you don't feel like it.
Think of it like a muscle. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, that muscle gets stronger.
I love that analogy. And discipline doesn't mean being harsh with yourself. It actually requires a lot of self-compassion.
Yes, because if you sloop up, which everyone does, you don't quit. You simply get back on track the next day.
There's a saying I like. Missing 1 day is a mistake. Missing 2 is the start of a new habit.
Exactly. That's why the goal is consistency, not perfection.
So once you build the mindset and the discipline, what's next?
Applying them to learning new things. That's where life gets exciting.
Yes, lifelong learning keeps our minds sharp and gives us new opportunities.
And it often means stepping outside your comfort zone, which, let's be honest, is not always fun.
True. The beginning of any new skill is tough. Think about learning a language. At first, you feel clumsy, you make mistakes, you forget words.
But science shows that this discomfort is actually your brain rewiring itself. Neuroplasticity, the brain forming new connections.
That's incredible when you think about it. Every time you practice, you're literally changing your brain.
I remember when I first tried yoga, I felt so awkward and unbalanced, but slowly, over time, my body adapted. Now it feels natural.
For me, it was the guitar. My fingers hurt so much at the beginning, but the joy of finally playing my first song, it was magical.
But then comes the plateau, that stage where progress feels invisible.
Oh yes, that dreaded plateau. It's when most people give up.
The key is to understand that it's normal. It's not failure, it's just part of the process.
Sometimes the solution is changing your approach. Break the skill into smaller parts, get feedback, or make the practice fun again.
Exactly. If you're stuck with language learning, maybe watch a movie in that language or talk with a native speaker. Make it engaging.
Yes, the important thing is to keep going. Growth is rarely a straight line.
Yes, that's so true. Growth is full of ups and downs. Sometimes you make fast progress, and other times it feels like you're not moving at all.
And you know what? Those slow moments are actually where resilience is built. That's where patience, consistency, and real strength come in.
Exactly, because self-improvement isn't about always feeling good or always succeeding. It's about learning to stay committed even when things are tough.
There's a beautiful saying, a diamond is just a piece of coal that did well under pressure.
Oh, I love that. It reminds us that pressure and challenges are not the enemy. They are what shape us.
And that brings us to another big part of personal growth, failure.
Yes, failure is often misunderstood. People see it as the end, but it's actually the beginning of learning.
Exactly. Every failure carries information. It tells you what didn't work, and it guides you to try a new path.
Think about children learning to walk. They fall down hundreds of times, but they don't say, walking is not for me. They just keep trying until they succeed.
Such a good example. But as adults, we often fear failure because we worry about what others will think.
True, but the truth is, no one is really paying as much attention as we think. Everyone is busy with their own journey.
Right. So instead of fearing failure, we can reframe it as feedback.
Yes, feedback, not defeat. Now, let's talk about another important factor in self-improvement.
Oh, yes. This is a big one. Your environment, your friends, your family, even the space you live in shapes your behavior more than you realize.
Absolutely. If you want to exercise more, surround yourself with people who value fitness. If you want to read more, keep books in visible places. It's like the saying, show me your friends and I'll show you your future.
Yes. Community matters. Having people who support and encourage you makes the journey easier.
And it's not just about people. Even simple changes in your physical environment can make a big difference.
For example, if you're trying to eat healthier, place fruits where you can see them and hide junk food in the cupboard.
Or if you want to study, set up a clean desk with minimal distractions. Design your environment so that the good habits are easier.
Another thing I want to highlight is the connection between mind and body.
Yes, sometimes people focus only on mental growth, but forget that the body fuels the mind.
Sleep, nutrition, and exercise, they all play a huge role in self-improvement.
Definitely. You can't expect to focus on learning new skills if you're running on 3 hours of sleep.
Or if you eat junk food all the time, your energy will crash.
That's why taking care of your body is not separate from self-improvement. It's part of it.
Exactly. A healthy body supports a healthy mind.
You know, Daniel, there's something else that has helped me a lot. Reflection.
Oh, yes. Reflecting on your progress. That's powerful.
Every week, I take 15 minutes to ask myself, what did I do well? What could I improve? What lesson did I learn?
That's great. Reflection turns experience into wisdom. Without reflection, we just keep repeating the same mistakes.
Yes, it's like driving without a map. You keep moving, but you don't know if you're going in the right direction.
Reflection gives clarity. It helps you adjust your path and move with purpose.
And you know, Emma, there's one more thing I want to mention: gratitude.
Oh, yes. Gratitude is such a powerful practice.
When we focus only on improvement, we can sometimes feel like we're never enough.
Gratitude balances that by reminding us to appreciate what we already have.
Exactly. Gratitude doesn't mean you stop growing. It means you grow from a place of abundance, not from a place of lack.
I like that, because when you're thankful, you see opportunities instead of obstacles.
And gratitude is like a magnet. The more grateful you are, the more positive things you attract.
So let's put this all together. Personal growth is not just about one thing. It's a combination: mindset, habits, discipline, learning, environment, reflection, and gratitude.
Yes. And it's not about perfection, but about progress.
Every small step counts, and even when you fall, you're still moving forward because you're learning.
So the real question is not, will I grow, but am I willing to take the next small step today?
Beautifully said, Emma.
To all our listeners, we'd love to hear from you. What is one small step you will take this week for your own self-improvement?
Share your answer in the comments below. Your ideas might inspire someone else too.
And don't forget, if you enjoyed today's episode, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Oh Meow Easy English.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, self-improvement is a journey, and you're not walking it alone.
Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep shining.
Bye, everyone.